is Rahul, and in this presentation, I will turn you from a person who might be AI curious to a person who will be AI serious, learning about AI, how it works, and all the AI tools out there. So, are you ready? Wait, looks that rhymes, doesn't it? AI curious to AI serious. Shall we make a music about this? Hey, ChatGPT, can you make a music with these words?
Yes, sure, Raoul. I can create music about AI. Just give me a few minutes. You can continue with your presentation, and I will tell you when the presentation is done.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So while that's cooking, let me tell you about why I got into AI and why I'm standing here to tell you guys about AI. So, around 2020, I started off with video editing, and I loved YouTube back then. I created content on YouTube, and I took like 2 to 3 months to edit my videos. Obviously, I had studies, I had this, and a lot of stuff in my mind. So I was like, I want to do this, but I can't stop it. That's when I tried to find ways that would help me speed up this process. That's when I found out this AI tool known as Firecut. So basically what this does is basically it cuts the whole, parts where I am talking, like repetitive words. It cuts all the silence part. It cuts the repetitive parts, like it cuts zooms in, zooms out. Like you can see, it made my productivity from here to here, literally. So that's why I started using this AI, and I was like, I need to tell other people about this AI tool. But back then, I didn't know what technology it was using, even if it was AI or what. I didn't know what this magic thing was. So I went and researched, and I found out this tool is known as AI and artificial intelligence. And I went learned about it on YouTube and another all other places. So I was like, I need to tell other people about this, because not just creating like videos or images, it could do a lot of stuff. It's literally like an artificial brain. That is when I went to Clubhouse, and I started to give talks about AI. I started to gain a lot of knowledge about the AI from a platform known as Clubhouse. Basically, it's like a platform, like a social audio platform, a place where you can talk to people, and they're kind of unknown people, so you won't know them. But slowly, I got a community there who would come to my room. They would pay tools for me, so I could try those paid AI tools and give them a feedback about it. So that's how kind of my journey started, and I learned about AI and other future technologies. So yeah, now, that is why you should use AI too. Oh, looks like our music is done. Shall we listen to it? So let's hear.
I walked into this room with an open mind, ready to learn, ready to find.
Let's see.
But as I listened to the words they spoke, something within me awoke.
Let's see if the words like AI curious and AI serious is in there.
Now I see the potential in the lines of code, and they have future that's ready to explode. I'm no longer just curious, I'm serious.
That's the words.
About diving deep into this mysterious. I'm going from AI curious, I'm serious. About diving deep into this mysterious. A presentation lit a fire in me. Now I'm ready to let my curiosity run free.
So that music was generated by an AI known as Suno AI, and that's why, like, it's just crazy to me that I just had to type what type of song I needed and what lyrics should it use. Obviously, I just told it I need a song with the words AI curious and AI serious. While I was explaining about why I got into AI and all, it took 5 minutes, and in the website it took like 30 seconds to create this music. Now, let's see how AI thinks. So, I know, do you guys know the idea of food delivery? So, that idea is made with the two ideas known as restaurant and the idea of courier. So, basically, restaurant is where we go and have food, and courier is basically, to take something from one place like Bangalore to Kochi. So, I could tell, like, for example, DTDC. So those are companies where we can tell them to take one thing from one place to another place. So if we mix those ideas, we get the idea of food delivery or Zomato. So now, just like that, that's how humans thinks of a new idea. Like that's how human creativity works. It never comes out as a new thing. They mix a lot of stuff and create stuff. That's basically what's happening. But rather than creating two things, they have mixed like billions of stuff and create something new, like the idea of food delivery. Now, let's see how AI thinks. So I like avocados and I also like green chair. What will happen if I mix both of ideas? Let's see. The idea of green chair and the idea of avocado. So if we mix it, we get a avocado chair. So that's basically how AI thinks. It mix stuff and create new stuff. Similar to how human creativity works. But while AI mixes like billions of, like us, humans mix billions of stuff, AI mixes millions of stuff. So it mixes like less stuff. It doesn't have that much computational power yet. Now, let's go a little bit more in depth. So, this slide might look a little bit complicated to you guys. Like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, what? Let me explain. So, like I said, what artificial intelligence is, basically artificial, something that's not natural. Intelligence means something that can take information and use that information. Now, on the other hand, a subset of that is machine learning. Remember our example of avocado and chair? Basically, that avocado and chair, it needs to know somehow, this is how avocado looks like, this is how a chair looks like. So we teach it, we train these AI models like, this is how an avocado looks like, this is how a chair looks like, with thousands of avocado and chair images. So basically, training these images or these AI models is known as machine learning. Now, let's look at the next example. DL or deep learning. It's a subset of machine learning, basically a way to teach machines. Let's take a look at this picture. So, you know how brains, kind of think is basically with neurons, and those things, those white things, all are connected and connected in different ways, and they can think in different ways. Rather than just saying, this is a dog, this is a cat, they might know there are different types of dog breeds, like a Cocker Spaniel or a Golden Retriever. That's how pretty much this works, Compared to a DL, deep learning is also kind of how it works. It connects different stuff, like it has layers, nodes, and all those kind of stuff. It connects between those lines and it thinks on its own just like a brain. Basically what DL is, it's a way of AI to learn stuff, how humans learn. Basically, it's trying to copy how humans learn. So, there are three types of DL known as ANN, CNN, DNN, and all those kind of stuff. I'm not going too in depth into it, but there is a lot of subs. Like, for example, artificial intelligence has machine learning has deep learning. So there are a lot of sub things into it. So I'm not going to go too in depth. Now, now, by the way, does this look image complicated to you guys now? Doesn't it? Okay, let me go to the next slide. What can AI do? This is why I got into AI, just reminding you guys. So, from creating images to videos to music to images, it can do a lot of stuff. For example, I just showed you guys that it can create music. It can even create pictures, like the next slide that is going to come. It can even create text like ChatGPT. A lot of things AI can do. So, but it can also do, like, it can drive cars, like, AI cars and all those kind of stuff. AI can do literally anything. It's literally an artificial brain, and artificial brains can do everything, just like us humans can. Now, let's look at these two types of AI. Weak AI or narrow AI, and strong AI or AGI or general AI. So basically what is different is, weak AI is kind of like an AI that acts like it's intelligent even though it is not. Strong AI, on the other hand, it has emotions. It learns stuff. It can literally act like a human. It can cry and it has all those kind of emotions. Now let's take some examples of Speak AI. One of the things is Siri. Another one is Google Assistant. Next, Alexa. And even the music that you heard, it doesn't have emotions, right? We just trained it. This is how music sounds like. That is also done by AI known as Suno AI. Now, let's minimize that. Okay. So, another one that you'll be surprised about, that is a weak AI that acts like it's intelligent, is Chat GPT. It is actually intelligent. It just appears as if it's not, like it is not intelligent, like it is intelligent, but it's not. Let me tell you. So you might see this like, and you'll be like, hey, it's saying, hey, with exclamation mark and all this kind of stuff. It's acting like a human. It's taking this whole thing, summarizing it, and telling us all that in the short way. So this whole thing, we don't have to read all that and just saying it in like one paragraph. So that's what basically Chat GPT does. Now, you guys still might be confused, like acting like intelligent, what does that mean? Let me tell you this by an example of Chinese room argument. So basically, imagine a boy who has like a book of instructions on what all, like he doesn't know Chinese, he knows English, but he has a book of instructions that say E equal to this Chinese word, B equal to this Chinese words. So if he reads the instructions, and there is a book of Chinese words like A, B, C, but in Chinese. So like a cupboard full of those Chinese words. Imagine a girl comes and slides in a Chinese note asking, do you know Chinese? So what will the boy say? Obviously, he doesn't know Chinese, but he sees those words and he goes to the books and he's trying to, like, okay, this Chinese words, this, okay, this, that. Okay, he's going through those instructions. And then after he goes through that instructions, he's taking those words and keeping it in that order. So when he keeps it in that order, he's like, okay, A equal to this, B equal to this, how should I say this? So he has that book of instructions on how to talk Chinese. Now, just like that, so he got those words. Now he's sliding it to the girl. Now what happens is basically that girl sees it and is like, wait, he knows Chinese? Even though the boy doesn't know Chinese, he only knows English. So that's how kind of weak AI is. They act like they know stuff, but they're just going through an instruction. But strong AI, on the other hand, is actually smart. They're not acting like they're intelligent. They are intelligent. But the thing with them is that they're currently not here. There are they have emotions and a lot of things are there. Currently, there are no strong AIs or AGIs right now. Now, also there are known as AGI. Anyway, so you might have a question now. Why did AI get popular in 2022? Why not in 2001 or 2015? Like there was a long time for it, right? Here's why. So there is something known as GPUs and CPU. Let's take CPU first. See, imagine CPU. Basically, you could think of CPU as, a CEO who is good at performing complex tasks, but it can only do one work at a time. So it can't do a lot of tasks, but it can do complex tasks. On the other hand, GPUs are good at repetitive tasks and they can work on many tasks at the same time. So they are not like CPUs. They can only do, they can, for example, factory workers, who's under the CEO, they are just doing this, right? Like they might be scanning or they might be doing something that's repetitive. They don't have to take a decision. That's what GPU is. So they can do a lot of stuff at the same time compared to a CEO. Now, so that's basically the difference between a CPU and GPU. So GPU is actually faster than a CPU. So GPUs actually came recently, and when they came, it blew up. And I mean, it blew up the whole AI. Like AI could think faster. AI has a bunch of knowledge in it, right? Like our brains. So when we ask a question, it needs to go through the whole knowledge and give us an answer. So these GPUs helped it give the answer faster. So you could see this graph, and when GPUs came, it grew by 1000x compared to when, like the computational power, compared to when, CPUs were, when it only grew 1.5x each year. Now, that is pretty much, how, why AI grew and how it grew, etc. Now, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you.